please.
We're not in the 2010s. Okay. Vince against Tikki. Vince on the left. Tikki on the right. This is the last match of losers top 8. And here we go. Tikki with the all spins. Vince waiting and timing, but there's only cheese being sent by Tikki. Really making very good use of those all spins. Already at a 9 surge.
I thought Vince was gonna be fast, but I guess Tikki's kind of just blazing through. Oh, there's a 15 pop from Vince, so forcing a 41 spike. And, well, seems like Tikki with a quick counter attack to just negate any incoming attack from Vince as much as possible.
Yeah, and can we talk about the fact that Vince just did an L spin triple for the flex, collecting those style points in the meantime. And that's another downstack pop from Vince, and that 40 spike will overwhelm Tikki's defenses. I mean, that's very well played.
Explosive run.
I mean, if that's the Vince we will see, if that's the Vince that we will get, then we're in for an interesting ride. Tikki again with those very nice all spin combos. Forced to break surge though, as Vince has a nice attack lined up. Vince break a surge 20. Now spikes are
force Tikki to pop.
Yep, spikes are being exchanged back and forth. Alternating clean and messy. Vince has set up the T-spin triple. And
a lot of all spinning just to go for it. Okay, yeah.
Vince with crazy attacks.
I was not expecting in the slightest. And apparently apparently did not do much to Tikki here. Oh, we got another TST from Vince.
Yeah, Vince had a little bit of a misdrop, which prevented him from going for another follow-up spike. And now with Tikki sitting in the driver's seat, that 16 surge is looking mighty dangerous.
But I don't think that's gonna matter if Vince is gonna force Tikki's hand to pop.
Vince is going to force Tikki's hand with a beautiful downstack. Nice series of attacks.
Okay, Vince, you lunatic.
Vince is playing like a bot at the moment, and I mean that in a very positive way. Those all-spin combos are crazy.
The one thing you could receive as a compliment is getting accusated by a big streamer. I mean, that happened with Dingo, but
that happened
years
with
ago.
Dingo, yeah. With Dingo, yeah, Dingo got accusated by XQC when he was playing Tetrio, which was very funny to see. I mean, it's always very fun to see because most people, like, when they think of Tetris, they think like of classic Tetris, which was like very slow. But they do not know that Tetris can be extremely fast. So I also have that when I'm like showing Tetris at my friends at school, even though I'm like only playing like at 2 PPS. They're like, "Whoa, you're playing so fast!"
Yeah, it's a blur to them.
Yeah, so I can only imagine what it looks like when you're watching a top player for the first time.
Going 5 pieces a second.
Yeah. I mean, whilst we were talking, Tikki had a nice spike send, but Vince, the escape artist, just did not care and now has a nice surge to attack with breaks at 37 spike, and Tikki is just completely overwhelmed, looks for the downstack, does not find it, and Vince grabs a 3rd point in a row.
Wow.
Vince is really putting on a show here, huh?
He really is.
But that's what makes Vince such a cool player to watch. He's always interesting, always entertaining with very creative solves.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something because Tikki is also a very creative player, but Vince just takes that all-spin madness and triples it. Yeah.
Oh. After Tikki pops the surge, Vince just completely blocks and then counter spikes Tikki.
Yeah, and that 1 APP gaming from Vince will just be way too much.
Yep.
Wow. What? Vince, what are you doing?
All
Very nice
spin.
play.
And the team is dropping Tikki, completely sealing the round in just 11 seconds.
That's a very quick run, and Tikki has just been completely bamboozled by Vince.
Blindsided.
Blindsided, bamboozled, does not know what to do. Tikki really needs to find a holding. Goes for the 4-wide, Tikki! Oh, but
What
messes
are
it
you
up.
doing? Well, I think Vince is like, oh, okay.
Oh, what is Tikki doing? Completely messes up the 4-wide. Vince is waiting, and then immediately sends. I
Not
don't
even a
want...
4-wide can save you.
No, but I don't want to criticize Tikki, but that 4-wide was really not good at all. You should really practice that. I mean, I've seen
You really
S-rank
need
players
Wumbo
with better
coaching.
4-wides.
I think you need Wumbo coaching
Yeah,
at that point.
you need Wumbo coaching. Oh, but this time Tikki pulls off the multiplier, but it was only a baby 4-wide, and Vince just said, "Oh, that's cute." And
Let me just counter spike you.
yeah, let me
Like-
just counter spike. Yeah, no issue. And but maybe that mental reset is just what Tikki needed to continue in these matches. Oh, Tikki with some very creative floating Z-spins.
A lot of floaters.
A lot of flourish, but Vince stays firmly grounded with that PC. And keeps back-to-back even through the PC spam. Very nice, and that's a 14 surge, 15
That's
ever
very
really.
bold of him. I can't believe it.
That's very bold. And those all spins, they're just so impressive. Vince though has some misdrops, so probably forced to break it, and indeed there's the 30 surge, but I mean Tikki had the
Tikki
surge.
just blocks it off. Nothing went through.
Yeah, imagine sending a 30 spike and the board doesn't move. Imagine sending a 30 spike and just... No, because at the other side is Tikki, and Tikki has a defense.
Yep.
Yep.
So
And
now we're looking at some major build-ups from both players. They're pretty much even in terms of surge. There's the pop from Vince, and Tikki follows soon after.
Yeah, forced to surge pop. But Tikki gets a little bit of a better situation out of that exchange, but it's really hard to hold your advantage against Vince because he's just so volatile to play against. And that advantage that Tikki had was immediately neutralized. And it's neutral again. I mean, it's even Vince's favorite, who has crazy all-spin into T-spin triple from Vince.
But now Tikki misdrops the Z piece and then the J.
And
So,
Vince-
well, the swipe's coming. The swipe is coming.
The swipe is coming in 8-0. That's a very daunting score for Tikki, who really struggles to find an answer because Vince is just doing what Tikki does, but better, you know? And Tikki self-destructs the eye misdrop on top of the well.
That's rough.
That's a moment. And Vince is up 9-0.
Yeah, this is already looking like a swipe, and we have a J misdrop from Vince.
We have a J drop from Vince. This might be a chance for Tikki.
To deny a sweep? Oh!
Will Tikki be able to deny the sweep?
Is that gonna be enough? Yes!
That's
it
gonna be
is!
enough! And Tikki denies the sweep! The man has done it! The man, the legend, denies the sweep. Incredible. Incredible from Tikki. There's no sweep on the board, and Tikki has a point. Now arms race once again, both players building up surge. Who will break first? Vince breaks first. Tikki holds onto it a little bit later, and that's enough to top out.
I think there's something happening now with Vince. This is not something I anticipated.
That's not anticipated.
But Tikki misdrops the TKI? No!
How can you misdrop
little
your
bit of
own
a-
opener?
I think I saw a washing machine from Tikki. It has happened. The prophecy.
Prophecy, but Vince, the T-Spin magician, the con artist, is waving his wand towards a set win and towards an advance in the loser's bracket.
And face off against Firestorm.
And face off against Firestorm. Tikki, on the other hand, with the energy of desperation, is trying his best, accelerating, playing at 3.7.
Oh, the 180 misdrop from Vince on the L piece.
That misdrop might help Tikki, but Vince is already building up a defensive surge again.
Oh, another chain misdrop. Ooh, I'm gonna force a pop.
Yeah, Tikki misdrops, builds a T-spin out of it, but this might be the last moments of Tikki. And Tikki tops out.
Ah, that's a shame.
What a shame, and what a set, what a display of dominance, what a complete destruction by Vince. 11-2. I have no words. I just have no words